Yeah, we need to look at this situation better, as we see, because when they go into these countries and they're behind not our back, we're over here going to work. We don't know nothing going on till it blows up or it comes all out on the news, and then they're over there doing sneaky shit with their money and their power and this and that and the alliance and their NATO alliance group and all of this and that and the third. You see what I'm saying? So now when they doing all of this, we didn't agree to none of the stuff that's going on. When did we agree to anything to do with Ukraine joining NATO? Who all knew about that? Well, how many of us knew about anything Biden administration or Obama administration or Hillary Clinton that was really doing behind our back? No, you don't, because you are not there. These are certain single individual or groups of little individuals doing this bullshit aside from the people. So when these bombs and these things carry on and it gets to this point, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's just going to be just sitting there talking shit. But when you look at the long-term overstanding of what really took place and how did it ramped up to this, you begin to see the con artists in the demon Democrat. You know what I'm saying? That could include new rounds of sanction on Russia, you know what I'm saying, additional measure of restricting the country finance and new steps to limit import and export. So now they're going to try to squeeze Russia into a corner, but they're the one who caused it to come to this situation in the first place. So nobody wants to hear that garbage. You know what I mean? You know, we're looking at a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at a whole lot of shit. You know, we see a whole lot of shit that's going on right now. You know, we see a whole lot of shit. America, vastly, overestimate the size of minority groups, polls finds. You know what I'm saying? And so on. As we see, poll finds. You know what I mean? We beginning to see the nonsense that they're doing. You know, we see the nonsense that they're doing. But when we look, we see a situation where a poll by the, I guess analytic firm, you know, saying YouGov has found that Americans tend tend to uh, vastly overestimate the size of minority groups, including several, ethnical and sexualities. You know what I'm saying? America tends to vastly overestimate the size of the minority groups. You know what I'm saying? Majority. This holds holds for sexual majorities, including the proportion of gay and lesbian uh, uh, estimate over 30% true, 3% bisexual, 29% true, 4%, and people who are transgender estimate of 21%. True over 0.6%, you guys said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because this is something they promote. This is something they promote. You know what I mean? When we look at it, this is something they promote. And they do be promoting this garbage. It also applies, you know what I'm saying, to religious minorities such as Muslims, American, Muslim American, estimate 27% true, 1% through 1%, you know what I'm saying, and Jewish Americans, 30% true, 2%, and we find the same sort of overestimated for racial and ethnic minorities such as Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, estimate 20%, true, 1% Asian, estimate 29% true, 6%, you know what I'm saying, and black Americans, estimate 40% true, 12%. You know what I'm saying? 7%. Well, we look at that because that's the way it's supposed to be. Isn't it a country of diversity? Isn't it a country where many people come to this country from all over the world? It doesn't matter whether they're Asian, black, white, purple, or whoever. They come to this world, so you're gonna have a vast variety because when the people come here, don't they're gonna have babies. Like when you go to the clinic, all you see is mostly Latino in the clinics, so they're having more babies than even the Americans and the white people and black people probably put together. But we are also, as black people, growing in vast numbers, and we have outpopulated the world as we see, and we need to continue to do so because we need our shit back, and we need our people to get their head together and get off the deed and Democrat lane. You know what I'm saying? The recent COVID outbreak around the world is a tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? Is the tip of the iceberg. Well, of course, it's the tip of the iceberg because you guys know what you did. You know, who says it's the tip of the iceberg? You know what I'm saying? The countries across the world should remain vigilant against the novel coronavirus due to the recent wave of COVID-19 cases spreading around the world. The World Health Organization warns Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Well, they need to do something about it because nobody's going to see everything is becoming now commonplace. And we need to now start to look at that. Passengers panic after a partially canceled cruise leaves over 2,000, uh, 2,000, I guess, 90 stranded at mid uh, Dominican Republic. You know what I'm saying? Or of course, you know what I'm saying? There are more to American support of Ukraine than what Biden is telling. You know what I'm saying? Biden is booty. And he needs to go sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? Biden is booty and he needs to go sit down. But we see the garbage that's going on the planet right now. And we're beginning to notice these things. You know what I'm saying? We're beginning to notice a whole lot of stuff going on that should not be going on, and people need to pay more close attention to it. Even when it comes to now, we have the Omicron, you know what I'm saying, the Omicron, which is the 15th letter of the Greek alphabet, you know what I'm saying, BA point two update this CDC tracker and map shows where uh, stealth, stealth or whatever virus is spreading in the U.S. I'm not even going to go on because you know what I'm saying. I told people from the very beginning, once admitted, now it is going to be hard to tell what is true and what is not, and where it began, what was this and what was that. You know what I'm saying? The amazing, you know what I'm saying. We're looking at many different things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We see many different things going on, and we watch it carefully as we go because we've got to keep our eyes on the damn prize. The global oil market is based on fiction. You know what I'm saying? You got that right. You know what I mean? So this is Point Black saying, I'm gonna hit y'all on another VI, but right now stay tight, stay right, so we can see what's going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We see a lot that's going on. We see even, you know what I'm saying? You know, we have a lot of groups going on right now. You know what I'm saying? We see Beijing, March March 19, the U.S. destroyer Ralph Johnson said U.S. destroyers Ralph Johnson's sailed through Taiwan. You know what I'm saying? You know, straight on Monday was a provo- a, a, provo- a provocative act by the U.S. and send a wrong signal to pro-Taiwan independent force, the Chinese military society. Such an act was very dangerous, the Chinese military spokesman said in the statement, adding that troops were, organized to monitor the Ralph Johnson passage. You know what I'm saying? But You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's more than one war going on all over the place. You have even the U.S. saying it's, profoundly disappointed after Syria, you know, I said the visit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's I said visits. So what? The U.S. State Department said it was profoundly disappointed and troubled by Syria President, Bashar al-Assad, official visit to the UAE. You know what I'm saying? We urge the state consider engagement with Assad regime to weigh carefully the horrifying, atrocities, atrocities visited by the regime on the Syrian over the last decade, as well as the regime, efforts to deny of the country, access to Hungary aid and security. State Department spokesman Ned Price said, according to the news, the local news or whatever. Price added the trip was and part of an attempt to legitimize Assad. Friday, visit Assad first, to an Arab state, since Syria war began in 2011. Assad and allies of Russia, Assad, an ally of Putin, of Russia, Vladimir Putin, has only traveled outside Syria a few times during the war and has only made official visits in Russia and Iran. So as we see, they're lining up as we see Moscow forces accused of bombing the Mariupol, you know what I'm saying, and a whole lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we know, but when you look at even Syria, it's called Assyria. One of the names that it had was Assyria. You know what I'm saying? And that's a part of where they hide the crown of the beast. You know what I'm saying? They think I forgot about that crown they have over there that they probably stole from Ethiopia, but they're using it as a crown to crown the beast. So we know that it's funny we heard Syria comes online all of a sudden. But we must pay attention and be more wise. So this is Point Black saying, stay tight, stay right, keep yourself wise and on everything that's going on planet Earth, and watch the players on the field that has this wicked agenda that they've been running on us for years and years and years to where we are today. Even with everything we see, don't be fooled by con artists, games such as the Demon Democrats love to con your mind using black civil rights leaders, the Black Caucus dummies, you know what I'm saying, and many more different policies and bills that keep you in the garbage and in garbage as we see. So we must make more clearer understanding as to before they even get a chance to be signing these things and doing what they doing, conning in behind them walls we call the White House. And we don't see what's going on while they make trillions and millions and destroy and cause debt and bloodshed across the planet. We must now start to face the reality that these people are wicked at heart. Many of them have infiltrated the Republican Party even years ago. That was another part of their plan. You know what I'm saying? Not just to demon Democrats to convince black people to vote. You know what I'm saying? Demon Democrat, their slave masters party, who kept them in slavery and created, the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, who've been murdering thousands and millions of people here in America for many, many years, calling themselves the Night Riders and all kinds of bullshit, that was created by the demon Democrats and all the different massacres and stuff, as if it was rightfully right for them to do that, and now we must feel sorry now and bring it up. But we don't care to bring up because we know the garbage that you did. We want our ancestors venerated from your garbage. You know what I'm saying? And you give restitution to the children today, not tomorrow. And you give it in an economical way that they fit and they will grow. We don't want no rush upon the seed for them to be using it to do garbage. We want them to get it nice and sweet the same way you took it. You know what I'm saying? But we are not taking no revenge, but we must remove the demon Democrats from our government or put them in a place that they do not do this bullshit coming from COVID-19 bull to now to today. You know what I'm saying? So this is point black saying, rah, Steve. All right. Farewell, my friends. We will meet again.